So the next section we're doing has to do with surface area. Some important definitions. We got a prism, which is a 3D object with one pair of congruent sides. So in other words, like there would be a circle on the bottom here, and there's a circle on the top. We have a triangle here and a triangle back here. That makes it a prism. Any kind of shape, and you took it and replicated and stretched it with a height, that makes a prism, okay? And then these are called pyramids. Maybe. You're switching the page anytime. It looks like the computer is stalled a little bit. There we go. There's our pyramids. It has a base and a sharp, it goes to a point. So you could have a rectangular pyramid, a triangular pyramid, a circular pyramid. We have a name for circular pyramids. You know what those are called? Like put ice cream in them?
Cones.
Cones. Excellent. Okay, so our first challenge today, you have your blocks. This one will not use all 15.
My blocks don't connect here.
If you have blocks that you don't like, you can exchange them.
Like, that's
Which one? All? You want to exchange them all? You want to find ones that work out good? I'll give you that. This one seems to be connected pretty good. Make this shape. Can you build it? See if you can build that one that you see right there. Oh.
okay.
You got this?
Please put your shirt to the office.
If I looked from the top, like straight down on it, and just drew what I saw. Oops. Does that make sense that that's what it would look like if you look from the top? That's the shape that you would have. It's got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Do you see that? Looking from the top? Does it make sense that the bottom would be the same? Yes.
Are we gonna have a quiz on it?
Eventually, yes. If you took it, so if this is your front side, looks like that. If you turned it and looked from the left side, so the left side, here's the front, this would be my left side. You see that it makes like the letter L. And the right side, it's like a backwards letter L. In your notes, I have them all drawn out. Do you think you could have drawn them on your own? On a test, if you want to build the shape to look at it, you could. Okay? Now, surface area would be like if I asked you to take this one, which is pink, and I gave you blue paint and I said, paint it blue. How many squares would you have to paint? Now, each cube has 6 squares as sides. Can you see that if you wanted to paint the tops, you would have to paint 5 of them? Because if I want to paint the tops, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. This isn't built right anymore. It's broken.
Why would you do that?
Stays perfect. If I wanted to paint the bottom, it would take 5 squares. The front would take another 6 squares to paint. The back would take another 6 squares. The right would take 4. The left would take 4. And if I added those up, how many squares is that in total? All right, challenge, who's the fastest adder? I'm waiting. Who can add it up the fastest? All 6 sides.
Wait.
Close. Close.
35.
Close.
30?
30. Oh, you just yell it out. Do you have 30? Yes.
I kind of said it first because I didn't have first.
Do you want to know my trick for adding this up quickly? Check this out. What do these two make? 10. What do these two make? 10. What do those two make? Another 10. 10 plus 10 plus 10. 30. Easy. So, if we can write all 6 views, we can count up the squares, and then figure out the surface area. Here is your next one to build. Can you build that one using all 15 of your squares? And the views are given to you.
I think you dropped something.
Where they go?
I don't know who that is. Probably one is 5.
Are we supposed to build that?
Yep. We read the question carefully here, and it says, I'm going to highlight it, each cube has a side length of 2. So that means if I look at one of those squares, and its side length is 2, and this side length is 2, what would the area of one of them be?
4, and then it would be 30. Wait, no.
We have 4 of them. So, if we look at our top, which has 8 squares, I would have to do 8 times 4 to get an area of 32. The bottom is also 8 squares, and each one of them is an area of 4, so it has an area of 32. Okay, see if someone can do this mental math, add it up in their head.
What is that, 26 or 28?
28.
Yeah, probably that's 28.
This is 32, 32, 28, 28, 32, 32. I've already added it up, so I know the answer. Alright.
Aren't you the people?
Ooh, nope. Not 168.
I keep on losing count because I keep on hearing other numbers.
No, not 164.
Not the other time. 60.
Figure out these two, figure out these two,
I almost got it.
figure out those two.
Alright.
4.
12.
Okay,
Wow.
128.
We got a winner over there.
I said it before him.
184.
He pulled out the calculator. That's crazy.
So there's 2 ways you could get the answer of 184. We could do them each like this, or you could just add up all the squares, which is 8 plus 8 plus 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8. And adding these together gives us 46 squares. And then take each of those 46 squares and multiply them by 4. You would get 184 in total. Here's your next one to build. Your next one has 14 squares. Can you build it?
You were so smart. I know.
Pop and Seema. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Mira por encima, es igual a él. Sí. Sí, solo bajo uno. Encima.
Like, I don't want to go
Ah,
out.
está bien. Solo falta esto.
It's like over there.
¿Ve? El frente. El frente. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
Mr. Girard.
Sí.
Wait, can you pass that?
Okay, here's your next one to make.
Just like video clip.
Yeah.
I thought that was right.
Going.
I didn't think it.
So take out your notes, because this next one we're going to do in our notes.
I think he dropped something. Oh, thank you so much. So, I'm good.
Okay, I want you to imagine taking this and opening it up and making it flat. So if you cut this all apart, does the following make sense to you?
No, stop throwing blocks. It is. Yeah, no.
Do you even see me throwing?
All right.
I trust Holly. It's right there. It's the green one.
I don't have green cookies.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't think I have.
Can you imagine if I took the shape that's there and I cut it where the red lines are and opened it up and laid it flat? Does it make sense that it would make this shape?
Mr. J, I don't think I have that.
Oh, the new notes you don't have?
Geometry.
You might want to take the staple out because the photocopier did a really bad job stapling it, but this is the new notes.
Why is staple box?
I don't know.
I'll just do the staple then. What page are you on?
There's no page numbers, so you'll just have to find the picture that matches. So then, from the diagram here, does it make sense? This length is 8. This length is 2, 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 this is 8. This is 2, 2, 2,
There's somebody
2,
at the door.
2, and 2. And what we want to figure out, the surface area would be adding up each of these sides. So let's figure out, and I'm going to write it in green. You know that the area of a rectangle is length times width. So this rectangle, the length is 8, its width is 2. Are you okay if I put 16 in there? And does it make sense that all of these ones are the same size? They'll all be 16. What about the little squares? What are their area? 4 and 4. So my surface area of this whole thing will be 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 4 plus 4. Who's good at adding stuff up?
Mr. J, can you pass the staple?
72. Good job. And our units, when we're doing area, our units is centimeters squared.
Mr. J, can you pass me the staple?
You have your notes here. Ruben,
He
you have your
took my
notes?
notes actually.
To
He
write
took
this
them
down?
through them out last time.
Nathan. They have snacks in the office if you're hungry. You don't have to eat other people's homework. Okay. Here's our next one. I'm going to cut it here and here and here and here. I'm going to cut all of these lines. No, not that one. Take my eraser out. Wow. That eraser was a little bigger than I wanted to, yeah. I'm going to cut here, here, and here, and I'm going to cut here. I'm going to cut along those red lines, and I'm going to open it up and lay it flat.
All right.
Okay? So,
I can't find.
oh, and I need us to label one more side here. We're going to label this as 8 centimeters as well. Oh, actually, no. I thought the 10 was at the back, but it's not. I'm going to take that away. But I'm going to draw it. So I'm going to draw that as my back square. I'm going to put another square here. Another one here. And off of each of these triangles. Let's label the sides that we know.
Why are you gonna make him get it?
It's too bad if you don't want to get used to it.
I'm going to color a couple more things for you here to see if you can see this. Do you see, and I'm going to do this one with green, that when I cut this one out right there, that makes this part and this part if it was glued back together. Can you see that? And if I, in purple, took this side right here where I cut it, that's my length of 10 along here, but when it gets glued back together, that's also this part, making it 10 as well.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do we know, like, that, so the 10 is the diagonal line?
The 10 was the diagonal line. It's kind of like, how do you know it's not this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll be more clear when we're drawing it, or when it's given to you on a test or a quiz.
In the quiz, do we have to, like, draw it like that?
It's helpful, yes, to open it up. Because you need to find the surface area, so we have to add up all of these areas. So drawing it out like this helps us see this. Now let's see which areas you can do. Rectangles are length times width. Can you see that you could do 10 times 12? This one's 120. And you can take out your calculator and do 8 times 12. This one is 96. What's the problem with the middle rectangle? Anybody see the problem with the middle rectangle? It's by itself. I know that the length is 12. What is the other side? Because it's the one side says 12. What's this side? It doesn't say. It didn't say in the question. That's a problem, right? And you are going to have to use something that you learned in middle school, and see if you remember it. Does anybody remember, I'm gonna take this triangle, I'm gonna say this is 8, this is 10. Does anybody know how to find, I'm gonna call that side B.
Oh, yeah.
Something with hypotenuse. How do we find this out? You remember the formula?
Yeah. Wait. Do we like take like the triangle things like 180? See, like, add?
No, it's not with the 180. I like angles add up to 180. There's something that we gotta use here. With yes. Do you remember what the formula is with that?
Yes, Emma.
She said the Pythagorean theorem.
No.
How do we do the Pythagorean theorem? A squared
Oh, side length?
plus b squared equals the hypotenuse squared. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know b. We know the hypotenuse is 10. What is 8 times 8? Exponents. 8 squared.
16.
That's 8 times 2. What's 8 times 8?
I don't know.
What's 10 times 10?
600.
That's 100. Good. Someone said 8 times 8? I think I heard it.
64.
64.
So smart.
And then, with an equation like this, if you want to figure out what b is, we have to move this to the other side. And the way we do that in mathematics is we say, if I want to get rid of 64 on this side, we'd have to subtract 64. But if I subtract 64 on this side, I also have to subtract 64 on that side. What is 100 minus 64?
Two.
No, not 26.
You're close.
46.
You're close again.
36.
36.
Okay. I was close.
Something times something is 36. What is b? B squared is 36, which means something times something is 36. 5 times 5 is not 36.
36 times.
6 times 6 is 36. So then we figure out this side is 6. And now I can do this last rectangle. I can go to my calculator. 6 times 12. That's 72. Do you remember how to find the area of a triangle? There's a formula for the area of the triangle. Does anybody remember it? It's on your formula sheet. Once you get a formula sheet. But do you remember it? No? Area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. And you know what is really cool about a triangle? Is if you took a triangle and you had a base, well, that's my height. This is my base. This is my height. There's my triangle. But if I made a rectangle, what's the area of a rectangle? Length times width. So if this was a rectangle, length times width would be the same as base times height. Do you see a rectangle is really just 2 triangles exactly the same glued together? So the formula for a triangle says, well, if I only want half of it, I cut it in 2. And so now my base is 8, my height is 6, base times height divided by 2. This would be 24, this would be 24. And we need to add these all up. I think you get 336 centimeters squared once you add up all 5 of those sides.
So I'm not putting all my classes in that side.
No.
The math class is so much.
I want you to imagine cutting the circle out here, cutting the circle out there, and cutting straight down here. What would that look like if you cut that like that and opened it up?
Like a square.
There would be a circle on the top, a circle on the bottom, and if you don't know, here, like this water bottle is like a cylinder, right? Completely around, okay? Another thing that you probably know at home is like if you ever buy a soup can, it's a cylinder. If I take this piece of paper and I wrap it around, I don't know if you've ever taken a label off of a soup can. When you open it up, it makes a perfect rectangle. It could have been a square if it was perfectly the same size, but you see how that label will go around perfectly? You open it up, it makes a perfect rectangle. So when drawing this out, I get a rectangle like this. We have to know some formulas, and again, these formulas are going to be on your formula sheet. We need to know the area of a circle. It has this formula, pi r squared. We need to know the circumference of the circle. And does it make sense that if I started here and went all the way around this circle, that that's exactly the same length as the paper I took off, right? Because when I have that paper around there and make that perfect circle, that's the length of my paper when I opened it up. This is exactly the same as the edge of that circle. So we need the circumference of a circle formula. We definitely have to use our calculator for this one. So, if I want to find the area of a circle, it's pi. My radius is, how long is this part right here? Read the question carefully and see if you can tell what the size of the radius would be.
5.
5. Excellent. Because it tells us the diameter is 10. That tells us the radius is half of the diameter. So I'd go to my calculator, I would type this in, 25, I'd find the pi button on my calculator, and I get 7.5, all round to one decimal place. 78.5. And that would make this one down here also 78.5. The rectangle we need to find. So in the rectangle, it tells us the height is 12. And this is the circumference. I know my radius is 5. I'd have to go to my calculator, type this in. I'll go to one decimal place again, 31.4. And I type that in my calculator, and I get this area to be 377.0 for one decimal place. I add them up, and my total surface area is 534 24.0 centimeters squared. This is a little bit trickier, right?
Sure. When is class?
Is it early dismissal?
It is not early dismissal today. We're gonna do this question as our last question, and then nobody's handed in their car logos. So maybe I'll give you some time to keep working on them. You handed yours into the bin?
Excuse me.
Hello?
Hi, can we Michael in the office?
Sorry, who?
Michael?
Michael? Yeah, he'll be
Thank
right
you.
down. All right, put your blocks
I think we got it
back in here, one of them.
No.
Yeah, go, yeah, take your stuff with you. All right. So, I'm gonna collect the box back from everybody.
Ah! Oh my god. Which side?
Oh. You can bring water.
I think you
You can bring a water bottle and glass. Oh my goodness, Igor.
Under you. It's not mine. Oh my god. Now it's further. Thank you.
Where's the rest of them?
You've been saying clothes for 4 years.
I am.
You have the same shoes for 4 years. You have the same foodie for 4 years. You have the same
I'm a head.
jeans. No, same jeans.
Huh?
Yes,
I make my same skin. Same haircut. Same haircut.
No, haircut does not. Haircut does not. You have a very weak haircut.
I know.
Okay,
And your back part. And your leg.
I want you to take both of those on your own. Open them up. So Nathan, you're gonna have to watch the videos later if you're gonna take any notes. Same thing.
I took notes.
You took notes?
Yeah.
I want you to open these ones up on your own. How you did. Oh, I want
Yeah.
Did you get that one?
I did.
Okay. And I made this 6 and 6, and this one was, this length is 5, and this length is 5. So that would mean this area is 30, 30, and this area is 36. Here we're told this part is 4, right? That length is 4, so this area be base times height divided by 2 is 12, and this area is 12 as well. Base times height, 6 times 4 is 24, divided by 2 is 12. You can show that work. Area equals base times height divided by 2. The base is 6, the height is 4. That's equal to 12. So the surface area of this one, all added up, 120 centimeters squared if I add up all 5 of those numbers. The second one. When you open it up, did you get all 6 of those sides? And if I'm making this 6 and 6, This was 5. That would make this 5 and 5. This would make this 5, 5. And this one is 6 and 6. And this would be 6. What? So when we figure out the areas here, this one is 30. This one is 36. This one is 30. This one is 30. This one is 30. And this one is 36.
What?
And we add those all up.
Why are you moving?
And we get 192 centimeters squared. What we are getting, this was level 1 questions. Tomorrow we do the level 2 questions. Level 2 questions is when we start taking shapes like this and sticking them on top of each other. And doing things like, ooh, that's stuck on there. A whole bunch of cylinders stuck on each other. Ooh,
What the hell?
they get hard. That's what we're going to do tomorrow. But there is 10 minutes or 5 minutes left. You can work on your project